Hello everybody, I hope you're having a fantastic day. Today's video, we're at Sequim, Washington, Olympic Peninsula, the voice of America, and this shot is kind of at the beginning of the trail, in the marshlands so they have this floods out a little bit. There's a little bit of water out there. If you tried to walk out there, you'd be getting your feet wet. Some really nice houses in the background there, probably just outside the park. This area right here is there's like a fence right in front of where I'm standing. You can't get any closer because it's a sheer cliff right off that edge, similar to Dover in England, kind of. There's a little shot that I do in the next clip that will show a little bit of the edge of it. But what you're looking at there is, in the distance is Vancouver Island. And over to the right there, at the edge, is some of the San Juan Islands. And I'm going to zoom up here shortly, and you'll be able to see a little bit of in the distance there. That's actually Victoria City on Vancouver Island. And yeah, it was just a gorgeous day out there. There's a trail kind of out to the right. If we would have continued on, as you can walk through a campground that you can forget how many actual campsites, but you can bring RVs in there and camp out. And then there's actually a trail that will lead out to the they call it the Spit. It's a sandbar basically that goes out about 5 miles to a lighthouse that you can actually walk to. But you do have to watch the tides and everything, so we didn't actually take that route because it would be it could be a little rough on the way back, because you'd have to walk on the rocks type of thing, so it makes it a little bit more difficult. Now over at this direction too, that's to the far left. That little area there is Port Angeles. I have a short little clip in another video when I was standing out over there. But you can see way in the far distance behind that, there's some land mass way out there. That's pretty much past that. It's open ocean. So this is the way in and out of into Seattle. So yeah, you can see those far distance land. And then obviously, I guess where the fish are right there. All the fishermen are out in that one area. So yeah, got a shipper out there, and then I think that boat out there is actually a ferry that goes between Victoria and Port Angeles. Here's the shot where I'm just kind of standing a few feet away, trying to get an angle of the cliff. I'm not sure exactly how high that is, but I'd have to say it's at least over 100 feet straight down. So you can't get too close to it, you know, for safety reasons, but you know, nice little shot of the Olympic mountains in the background. So we didn't do the beach route and all that, so we took a little forest route here and walked through the trees, which is really nice. You know, you got a lot of ferns and stuff up here in Washington, which is not so much in North Carolina. But this area, you know, is mainly a bird refuge. So, I don't know, they have 250 different species of birds in this specific area. So yeah, this is just kind of walking through the trail, taking some shots of the woods. You know, it's an easy walk too. You know, if you're going out on the sandbar and stuff, yeah, it could be a long day. But this is not a lot of elevation, so it's an easy walk. Nice little trails, as you can see. We had a really nice day. It's kind of looking down the other way, down the hill a little bit. This little area right here was pretty interesting. Apparently a long time ago, one of these trees actually fell down and laid down, and there's probably maybe around 5 different trees that grew around that old fallen tree, or grew out of it. I'm not 100% sure, but as you can see right there, the tree laying down, those 2 back over there where all the roots are just growing around it. That one in front of it is growing over top of it as well. Fairly tall trees too as well. We had a great day, pretty good weather, you know, partly cloudy skies, so it was a pretty good day for a walk. A lot of people were out walking their dogs. Right there, right at the end, you can kind of see a couple more of those trees growing out of that lay down tree. You know, this other tree that I'm showing right there, you know, with all the knots in it and everything, some of these branches almost look petrified. You know, they're so smooth and almost look like rock. I don't know, it's a little hard to see on the camera, but yeah, it was an interesting little section of trees right there. Just down the trail, there was a bench sitting out there in this little cove of trees, kind of in the middle of nowhere, and I zoomed up on my camera because I was looking at that tree, and I thought that I saw a bird in there, but once I got the camera on it and be able to zoom up, I was able to see the bald eagle. The intro of the video, he was flying up around there, and I caught just the end of him over the trees. So yeah, he was just got a nice perch right there over the ocean, and doing a little cleaning. I'm going to zoom and you'll get an idea on how far he was up there. So that's why the photo is probably a little grainy, because I'm full zoomed out to try to get a picture of him there for you. Yep, so he's got a nice big perch up there, and apparently there's other eagles there too, from what I hear. This is the exiting kind of the tree forest area, back on a little bit up on the hill from the marshes. You can tell some of the spring is around the corner. Things are just starting to bud right now. In a few weeks, it could be all flowers in there. That's a nice shot with the snow-covered mountains. They got a little dusting of snow a few days ago. It got cold for a day or two and snowed a little bit, rained where I was at, and then the next day or so, then we were back up 20 degrees higher. So there's those little houses that were down by the marsh. Trying to get a little bit of a zoom there to capture a little bit of the mountains behind. There's another, I created another video also without me commentating on it, just with the music. If you didn't want to listen to me rant and rave or whatever. This is pretty much at the end, kind of looking down over some of the marsh areas up on the hill. These shots of the mountains and the shadows of it, pretty cool. Looks almost unreal, really. I mean, it's all across out there is this range of mountains. It's gorgeous. Thanks for watching and following the channel. Have a great day.